Hey everyone, Xander's here, and I know I'm probably sounding a little like shit right now. I've been sick the last few days, so that's been fun. I've lost a good chunk of my voice, my vocal range, so I sound like this right now. And I'll try not to hack too much during this, but yeah, I just have been witnessing something very unique, and that is the complete beginnings of an implosion of a YouTube channel, of a big YouTube channel. So, as you can probably from the description, I'm talking about the Fine Brothers. For those that don't know, the Fine Brothers are a couple of brothers who have been doing entertainment on the internet and stuff like that for several years. Um, you probably have seen or at least heard of some of their shows, like Kids React and Elders React and stuff like that. You know, and they're a pretty big YouTube channel at the very least. Between their two channels, I know there's overlap with them, so I'm not going to count them as separate, but together they have over 14 million subscribers. And that's no small number. That's nothing to scoff at. They, a few days ago, made an announcement for something they're calling React World. And React World was kind of their way of starting an MCN, a YouTube network, more or less. They were going to start licensing out their brand, their Elders React and their gaming thing, stuff like that. And that means you would be able to use their logos and a bunch of other resources that they have. There was like no upfront fees, and you sign up, and all you have to do is give them a percentage of what you make in revenue for those videos once you sign up with them. Um, that's already kind of and here's the thing: you can already be part of a another YouTube network already and still sign up for this, and you would actually start getting less of a cut than you already do as an MCN. So I think it was, you would get 60% if you were a YouTuber, part of a big network or a network period. You would get 60% of that video. The rest would go to your network and to the React World network, or whatever you want to call it, to the Fine Brothers. So yeah, that's already kind of bad because you already lose money being part of a major network anyway. But after they made this announcement, there were already people skeptical of it from the get go. And understandably, because even when I watched it, I was kind of like, because it just didn't make sense. This, our format, because they're trying to protect their format. Now, I understand trying to protect their brand. No one be able to really use the Kids React brand and the Elders React brand. Still doing the same thing, just you can't be the same series. And I get that. I'm not saying anything against that. They're protecting their intellectual rights. Fine. Limited as that may be to their logos, the name, maybe things like that. Music they use. You can't use stuff that they created for that image, and that's fine. And that wasn't the problem, but it was like their format, and that kind of struck me. But I didn't think about it too much beyond that. Whatever. Come to find out, not too long after that, but about another 24 hours or so later, or actually, I should say early this morning, while I was at work, that they had actually been putting up trademarks. Now they had trademarked their other React channels and their gaming and all the other different series they do on their React channel and stuff like that. Sorry, Facebook's going. I'm kind of just doing this impromptu, and I haven't been to sleep, so I figured I'd do something. But they were just trademarking their series for their main channel that they were going to be licensing through React World, and that's fine. Though some of the descriptions were a bit vague, like kids, it was entertainment, kids. Basically, was reacting to media on the internet in a web series or webisodes and stuff like that. It was very generic-y, but with a group of parents, with kids, with it. So it's like the generic plus add demographic they were talking about. So it's very big net they were casting on that one. And that was kind of worrying me a bit. But then there was the fact that they trademarked React, not not with blank React, just React. So I saw that, and boy, oh boy, did that kind of really start setting off alarms. So let me go ahead and pull this back up because I'm trying to remember off the top of my head that's not working right now. My brain is really not working. This is what it says. When you go to the U.S. Patent and Trademark website and you go through the electronic search engine for the electronic search engine, they should just all the electronic versions, the digital versions of their files for their trademarks. And you bring up, then you find the React one, and this is what it says under the goods and services section. And I quote, entertainment services, namely providing an ongoing series of programs and webisodes via the internet in the field of observing and interviewing various groups of people. That is very, very generic. I mean, basically, do you watch BuzzFeed, Facts, or any of these other channels on YouTube that have people watching something or doing something with media or whatever on the internet in a series of videos? Yeah. That's kind of what's scary here is that this is potentially saying the reacting format on the internet is being trademarked by us. That is easily not going to be construed. And that's how a lot of people, myself included, are taking it. Now they're saying we're not copyrighting it. That's what they keep claiming, even on their update video they put up this morning. That we're not copyrighting React or anything like that. We're not saying we own that. It's like, yeah, your trademark is saying this. We know you're not copyrighting it. You're trademarking. I don't know. I mean, the fact is, it's the way they're putting it is that they're using this aspect of a series via the internet of people observing and interviewing I just don't get it. This is something that has existed in some way, shape, or form and forever as far as entertainment aspect. I mean, this was something that was done in words reacting to news before we had, visual media like television. Even in television, back in the 80s, MTV did the same thing. People were reacting to music videos, random people sitting down at a table watching a TV. Sound familiar? VH1, during my time in high school, would have I love the pick a decade and put it there. So it was I love the 80s, I love the 70s, I love the 90s, stuff like that. And they would react to videos. So music videos, TV shows, or toys, stuff like that. It's the exact same thing they see on the Fine Brothers stuff with the React stuff. And then there's the whole gaming thing. So, okay, you're trademarking gaming. You're basically doing Let's Play. It's just a group Let's Play where you just have everybody playing separately instead of together most of the time. I don't really know if they're going to try to extend beyond that. But I mean, there's some scary precedents being set here. They're trying to set up this, licensing kind of thing. And they try to compare it to America's Got Talent, Britain's Got Talent, where it's like, oh, it's the same thing, but they're licensed out because this is originally a British show and they licensed it to America and they made some mild changes and they have the rights to use it. Well, yes. But it's not like they can't have other, talent shows. You can still have your American Idols for now, and you can still have your Eurovisions and things like that. You could still have these other series where people are, in competitions with entertainment value, and these talent shows, basically. This kind of sounds like they're trying to really pull people into this whole bubble of only stuff under our umbrella counts. It's very, very fucking shady. And here's the other thing. They're intentionally telling people, they're directly telling people to boycott anyone that's copying their format. What Format. You have a group of people sitting down to react to something. That's it. What's your format? What? Don't use the same colored walls as us. Don't have a bookshelf there. Don't put a laptop here with your logo put on here, because that's just like ours. What's your format? That's the one thing that's really getting to me and a lot of people is they're not describing what their format is that they're trying to protect. The specifics of the Fine Bros formula for reacting. That formula, that format that is explicitly theirs that they're trying to protect. What is it? They haven't described it, even in their update video. No, nothing. Nothing's being described. Nothing's being explained. It's just basically corporate speak. A lot of it. It seems like somebody's writing them something. In fact, it looks like sometimes that you have Benny looking off, reading something in the update video for it. I just don't know how to feel about this because I'll admit I've been subbed to their channel for what, maybe a couple years now. I came across it due to the Kids React stuff, and then I just started watching the other stuff after that as it came along, and watched the backlog, and been watching the new stuff ever since. I mainly watch the React stuff, and I watch like the gaming stuff, and some of the other Did You Knows and things like that. And I know there's a lot of stuff out there. I don't mind watching React videos. They're fine. They're not everyone's cup of tea, and I get it, and it's a very oversaturated market. But still, this just seems like a really bad decision. On a business standpoint, this is really turning back on them. There has been such a backlash. It's amazing. But it's also just bad from a precedent standpoint because this holds. It's already bad enough that we had Sony trying to copyright Let's Play recently. And now we have somebody trademarking React and a generic description of a group of people reacting to things as part of the description for that trademark file. Sorry. So it bugs me that that's happening. It bugs me that there are people defending this too. And I know they're trying to stand by these content creators they care about. Here's the thing. I get it. I do. There are people that I follow on YouTube that, are good people. I'm not saying I'm close friends by any means with any of them, really, of these big YouTubers. But, I've had mild conversations, nothing really in depth, but they're friendly people. And they genuinely feel it. Boogie is even giving these guys the benefit of the doubt. And Boogie's a great guy. I'm a lot more cynical than Boogie is. And I'm really part of the crowd that's really not happy with what they're doing. Because they did not describe it adequately. And they really have done nothing but try to just damage control. And kind of trying to spin doctrine. But what's really bad is that they're saying they're not going after these other channels. And, they're not trying to control this section of YouTube. Or the internet, whatever you want to call it. As far as the React genre goes. But there are people having videos claimed by Full Screen Inc., which is their parent company, I guess. Their what's the word I'm thinking? Like their network. I think that's the term I'm trying to get out here. I think it's like their own network. It's Full Screen, and they're going around hitting DMCAs on people. 8-Bit Eric has been doing reactions to their React series. Like, he's reacting to their React videos. He got hit. I was like, I'm sorry. That bugs me. And here's why it bugs me. And a lot of people. He's reacting to people reacting to something. So they're trying to DMCA. It's like, oh, this is ours. You can't do that. Like, really? Did you pay the people that you reacted to? Like, did you pay the people that did, Sonic.exe to show that on there? Not that you have to, I'm just saying, did you? How many, how many times have you played music videos? Did you pay to use those music videos that people reacted to? I mean, you just did Panic at the Disco. You did one of their singles from was it Death of a Bachelor from their newest album from Panic at the Disco, and then you did the music video for I Write Sins Not Tragedies, and you were doing the music video. Did you pay to use those, or did you just find them, use them, and just kind of cut out a few things here and there to interact, go between each of the people? So if you're going to complain about people reacting to your React videos, you better start paying the people you're reacting to. All the vines that you use, everything. Pay them for using their shit. It just seems really fucking hypocritical that you're going after people for reacting to something that's yours, but you can react to other people's stuff and it's fine. No. And then when you're actively trying to tell people to boycott people that are copying your format, when you're not describing in any adequate way your format, that's not any better. And then there was the time you went after Ellen. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a fan of her show, really. Ellen's fine. I don't have a problem with Ellen. It's just the show doesn't really cater to me. I'm not the demographic it aims for. I've watched it a few times. It's harmless. It's fun. Morning TV. Whatever. But she did a kids reacting kind of thing. And the Fine Bros, and I didn't know this had happened. I just found out about this. But they actually tried to get their fan base to go to Ellen's show's fan page and start linking kids react stuff there. It's like blow up their stuff to, send them here. She should be using our stuff. The idea is from us. It's like she's ripping us off. I'm like, how? It's like, first of all, she's in fucking frame with the kids. You sit on this side of the camera, looking at them with the camera pointed at them, and they're supposed to talk to you off screen. She was sitting in fucking frame. It's already different from your fucking format. So don't try to pull the sanctimonious bullshit now when you were doing this shit a while back, complaining about this. And then you're going to try to say that this is some new wave of the future. It's like, this is something that, this is some brand new. It's like people have been licensing shit for years on TV. You're not being original, okay? The point I'm trying to get at is this is just the prime example of a channel getting too big for its own good and then thinking it can do something it really shouldn't be doing. And even all of legal stands can't do. You cannot, fuck you train. Fuck it, I'm going to leave it in. If you hear the train, you hear the train. I can hear it coming. But you cannot trademark a genre. You cannot trademark reacting to things on the internet, just like George Lucas couldn't trademark science fiction fantasy. That's stupid. You cannot take the concept, the base concept of something. It's like soldier in space. Okay, well, no, you soldiers in space. Bullshit. Soldier stories can happen anywhere. So you cannot, take something like the soldier genre and they can put it wherever you want in any era. And you can't say, no, you can't do that. I own soldiers. I own the right to soldiers or the trademark to soldiers. But it's just, this is really shady dealings, and it's really bad that they're not really coming out. And what's really setting people upset, they're putting an email out, and you can email them your questions and stuff, and they'll go through and answer them. And that has people worried because it's not very open forum to people. It's like, look, people are commenting on your Facebook page and to the videos themselves that you've posted. The original React World announcement and the update video. I have commented on your update video several times. The point is, you're not clearing anything up, really. You need to clear shit up. In fact, the best thing to do right now would be to scrap the React World idea for now. Go back to the drawing board, rework it, and then you can, if you really have to, you can license out your brand. That's fine if you want to license out your existing products, and that's it. I'm not trying to say, oh, we have the right to anything where we have kids reacting to something, that's all ours. Like, no. You just have the right to your brand specifically. The Kids React trademark, you have the right to, it gives you the light, it's trademarking the logos and shit like that. Fine, whatever. I'm so upset I'm making myself cough more, I think. I mean, I've been upset at worse at other things. This is just really annoying and dishonest in a lot of ways. And it bugs me. And I've said that so many times this year that it bugs me. But it fucking bugs me. But I think the most spectacular thing to come out of all this is just watching the Fine Brothers channel slowly burn. And I don't want that. I'm not trying to sit here and be malicious and say, yes, I want the Fine Bros to die. I want their channel to just completely implode. I don't want that to happen. I'm not saying they shouldn't be allowed to exist. Their channel. I'm not saying that should be their channel, that their channel can't exist. I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying I want to watch it fall to the wayside, as in toppling the great Emperor Caesar. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm a tiny, nothing YouTube channel, and I completely know where I stand on this. But the point is, I don't want to see them fail. If they fail on their own merits, that's fine. I don't necessarily want to see them go this route, because it's definitely something. It's like right now, if I go to live counts and I watch their subscriptions, like I can watch right now. I have it on my screen. Their sub count, and I have been watching it for the last little while. I've been online talking and trying to educate myself a little more of what was going on, because a lot of this started really developing over the last 24 hours while I've been at work or asleep. So I'm sitting here, and this morning around 5:15 my time, Eastern Standard Time, their sub count was 14,064,000 and some odd hundred number there. Between 5:15 today to right now, which is 11:33, as of where I'm recording, their count is 14,035,635 and dropping. Okay, now it's 620. It dropped down to 620. I'm seriously watching my entire sub count go in the matter of seconds right now. And that is just, I don't know. It's something to behold, to be sure. Just to slowly watch something bleed out like this. And again, I don't want that. I'm not calling for their heads. If anything, I wish they'd just come out and say, look, we screwed up. We want to make this right. We're going to hold back on this whole thing, and we're going to fix this for a future thing, but we're not going to go about the way we were planning to. We're sorry. That's all you need to do. Admit you did something stupid, that you did something foolhardy without really thinking it through. And I hope that you really didn't think it through, because that would make a big difference if you really did think it through and that this is the route you were going. Just saying. And I think people would be more than willing to forgive you. At least a lot of people. I would be willing to forgive you. And I'm a nobody on YouTube. By any means. I'm no one. I'm just some schmuck who comes around, makes a video here and there, isn't even consistent about it, which I wish I were more often, and that's it. And I have fun, and I talk to people, and make friends, and piss people off, because that's what you do on the internet. You have fun, and you piss people off once in a while. But I really want to see something change here before the Fine Brothers really start getting hit hard. So if this was an honest mistake, if this was just not what you intended, fix it. But if it was what you intended, you're just reaping what you sowed. So, I'm not going to be watching any more of your content for the time being. I'm unsubscribing until this gets fixed, because, yeah, no, I can't. I cannot justify being part of this. And again, I don't want to see you fail. But I don't want to see you succeed on dirty practices while you're shutting out and hampering the livelihoods of other YouTube creators. Whether they're doing the same thing you are or not is beside the point. you're not anywhere near in the right on this. So you need to get your shit together. Okay, guys? So that's really all I've got going. I'm going to leave a link down in the description to Review Tech USA. He does a bit more of a in-depth view of what's going on with the React world, a sign-up page as far as describing more of what's going on the innards of the inner workings of what's behind the React world stuff than I am by any means. I'm very much on the surface of this. Um, yeah, I'm just really about this. It's scary, from a creator standpoint, because you're already worried about YouTube's content ID bullshit system. We have no way to talk to fucking people, and there've already been a lot of issues with people like the Nostalgia Critic and the rest of the people at Channel Awesome and a lot of other big channels having issues with YouTube giving them content strikes or completely stopping monetization or completely wiping out channels. And then not responding or even answering why they're doing it for weeks at a time when they're supposed to do it within the next day or so. I mean, and this is going through proper channels where they're changing things without telling people. So it's already a scary escape in YouTube. Even for me, I've been hit with a couple of third-party content matches, but nothing that I haven't been able to work around or just say, fuck it, I'm not worried about monetizing this little video. So while I've had very minor issues, I have not had to deal with the big blow-up shit that can really fuck a channel. And I've been lucky, considering I don't have a big following and that I've tried to be careful about what I do. And you can kind of edge a little bit more at a time. But you got to be careful because that guillotine is always overhead. So there's already enough worries, and this is just adding to it. So what do you guys think? What's your opinions on what's going on? Have you been keeping up with this? Leave some comments down below. Tell me about your thoughts. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you disliked what I said, you know what? Fine, you can hit the dislike button. I'm not going to stop you. Don't forget to check back here again soon. Hopefully, I will start feeling better soon and I can start recording more. I really feel bad I wasn't able to do anything. I planned on actually doing some recording over the weekend, and shit hit me Thursday night, and I've just been out of it ever since. I've been sleeping like crazy, so yeah, I'm still on the recovery side of this. Working on it. I'll try to get back into the swing of things here soon. So until next time, my name is Xandros, and as always, please remember, stay awesome. Until next time.